October 21st, 2016, 7:10 a.m. Eastern Time. Americans wake up and reach for their phones. Twitter won't load. Netflix is down. Reddit, Amazon, Spotify, PayPal, CNN, the New York Times, all gone. Not slow, gone. Over 85 major websites vanish from the internet simultaneously. 3 waves of attacks hit throughout the day, each one bigger than the last. Traffic volumes reach 1.2 terabits per second, tens of millions of IP addresses, flooding a single target all at once. The Department of Homeland Security opens an investigation. The White House is briefed. President Obama tells reporters that investigators have no idea who's behind it. Security expert Bruce Schneier tells the press this has to be a nation-state, China, maybe Russia. Another expert agrees, saying flatly, an attack of this magnitude can't be executed by a kid in his bedroom. He's wrong. The attack was built by 3 teenagers. They still live with their parents, and the whole thing started because one of them couldn't register for a college class.
Hackers hit a New Hampshire company and shut down some major websites today.
Official just confirmed to me a few minutes ago that a second major cyber attack is underway right now throughout the day.
Hackers direct all of those computers to flood a target server with data.
Question now, was it the work of another country?
I don't have any information to share about who may be responsible for that malicious activity.
Fanwood, New Jersey, population 7,000, a quiet suburb where the lawns are mowed. Para's jaw grows up here. Indian American kid, smart, really smart, but socially awkward, struggles in school, and has what his lawyers will later describe as undiagnosed ADHD. In the 3rd grade, a teacher recommends he be evaluated. His parents don't follow through. As he gets older, his grades slip. His teachers call it laziness. His parents push harder. Perez retreats to the one place that makes sense to him, a computer screen. He teaches himself to code at 12. By high school, he's not just writing programs, he's learning how to break them. Fall 2014, Perez starts his freshman year at Rutgers University, studying computer science. During course registration, he discovers that upperclassmen get priority enrollment. The elective he wants is full before he even gets a chance. Most freshmen would complain to their advisor, maybe write a strongly worded email. Perez builds a botnet. On November 19th, 2014, at exactly 10 p.m., the moment first-year registration opens, Perez unleashes 40,000 hijacked computers against the Rutgers Central Authentication Server. The system buckles. Nobody can register. Not the upperclassmen, not anyone. He's 18 years old, and he's just committed his first federal crime because he couldn't get into an elective. But Perez doesn't stop. He does it again the next semester, and the one after that. On March 4th, 2015, he emails the campus newspaper, the Daily Targum, and announces his intentions. I'm the one who attacked the network. I will be attacking the network once again at 8:15 p.m. He follows through. At exactly 8:15, like a villain introducing himself. On March 27th, he hits Rutgers with an attack so large it lasts 4 days. 50,000 students, faculty, and staff lose internet access. And here's where it gets truly brazen. While he's attacking Rutgers, Perez is also the co-founder and president of a company called ProTraf Solutions. Its business? Selling DDoS protection services. Perez has a much bigger target in mind: Minecraft. Yes, the block-building game played by children. By 2016, Minecraft hosting is a multi-million-dollar business. Popular servers generate thousands in revenue per month, and the competition to attract players is ruthless. Rival server operators have been paying for DDoS attacks to knock each other offline. It's a shadow war, and Perez wants to dominate it. He recruits 2 allies, Josiah White, 20, from Washington, Pennsylvania, a talented programmer who helps scan for vulnerable devices, and Dalton Norman, 21, from Metairie, Louisiana, a specialist in finding undisclosed security flaws. Together, the 3 of them build something new, a piece of malware that doesn't target computers. It targets everything else: baby monitors, security cameras, home routers, digital video recorders, the billions of cheap, poorly secured gadgets that are connected to the internet but have never had their default passwords changed. They call it Mirai. named after the Japanese anime series Mirai Nikki. In Japanese, the word means future. Within its first 20 hours, Mirai infects 65,000 devices. It doubles every 76 minutes. At its peak, the botnet controls 600,000 hijacked machines worldwide. A digital army built from people's home appliances, and none of the owners have any idea. The trio uses Mirai the same way they use the earlier botnets: extort Minecraft servers, sell protection through ProTraf. They're also going head-to-head with a rival Israeli hacking crew called VDOS, two teenagers running their own DDoS for hire service. Then it escalates. September 20th, 2016. Mirai is pointed at the website of Brian Krebs, a cybersecurity journalist who's been investigating DDoS operations. The attack hits 620 gigabits per second, so powerful that Akamai, one of the largest bandwidth providers on Earth, is forced to drop Krebs as a client. They simply can't afford to defend against it. Nobody has ever seen an attack this large. And then comes October 21st, the day the internet breaks.
DIN DNS is headquartered in Manchester. It links people to sites like Twitter, Amazon, Netflix, and Visa, big sites. The hack this morning overwhelmed their systems, and the disruptions lasted for hours.
The target is DIN, a New Hampshire company that operates the DNS infrastructure behind dozens of the world's biggest websites. DNS is the phone book of the internet. It translates the web addresses you type into the IP addresses your computer needs. When DIN goes down, the entire phone book disappears. Over 85 platforms vanish in 3 waves. The estimated damage, $110 million in a single day. The White House is briefed. Anonymous and a group called New World Hackers both claim responsibility. Intelligence analysts debate whether it's China, Russia, or North Korea probing American infrastructure before the presidential election, now just 18 days away. The truth is more absurd than any of them imagined. The unraveling begins with Brian Krebs, the journalist whose website they attacked. Krebs had already been investigating DDoS for hire operations, and he starts pulling threads. By January 2017, he publishes an article naming Paris Jha as the likely creator of Mirai. He traces the alias Anna-senpai, the name under which someone released Mirai's source code on a criminal forum. Why did Paris release the source code? Because the FBI was getting close, and he thought that flooding the internet with copies of Mirai would make it impossible to trace the original back to him. It backfires spectacularly. The released code spawns hundreds of copycat botnets. The malware mutates and spreads far beyond anything the trio ever intended. Meanwhile, FBI Special Agent Elliot Peterson quietly assembles an airtight case. One by one, the 3 are brought in, shown the evidence. Each one folds. On December 13th, 2017, Paris Jha, Josiah White, and Dalton Norman plead guilty to conspiracy to violate the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. They face up to 10 years in federal prison. The Department of Justice makes an unusual recommendation: no prison time. Instead, it asks for 5 years of probation and 2,500 hours of community service. Specifically, that the community service include continued work with the FBI on cybercrime and cybersecurity matters. Even before sentencing, the 3 had already logged nearly 1,000 hours, helping federal agents hunt down Mirai copycats and other cybercriminals. The judge calls Paris's cooperation the most extensive and valuable he's ever seen on the bench. Paris is sentenced to 6 months of home confinement, 5 years supervised release, and $8.6 million in restitution, most of it owed to Rutgers University. Rutgers, by the way, spent over $3 million upgrading its cybersecurity after the attacks. Then it cited those costs as one of the reasons it raised tuition the following year. Paris Jha attacked his own university's network, and his fellow students paid for it with higher tuition bills. As of 2025, the Mirai source code is still out there. It has been forked, mutated, and weaponized into dozens of variants: Satori, Okiru, Masuta, OMG, each one targeting a wider range of devices with more sophisticated exploits. Security firms detect Mirai-based activity every single day. The weapon those 3 teenagers built for a Minecraft beef is now a permanent feature of the global threat landscape. 3 kids, 1 couldn't get into a class, 2 wanted to win at a video game. Together, they built something that brought the internet to its knees, panicked the White House, and was mistaken for a nation-state cyber weapon. They got probation. The security expert who said this couldn't be done by a kid in his bedroom was wrong about almost everything that day. But he was right about one thing. This was sophisticated. It just wasn't built by the people anyone expected. And the scariest part isn't what these 3 kids did. It's that the next 3 are already out there, sitting in a bedroom somewhere, teaching themselves to code, and nobody is watching.